Yeah, thanks David Gerald for that. That was so fun.
Those two compare, don't they?
Yeah. Well, David Gerald we get for free, but I'm gonna spend one of mine right away. The mom in this was played by Trisha O'Neill. Trisha O'Neill, Captain Rachel Garrett from yesterday's Enterprise.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's an Enterprise captain.
That is a deep pull, but
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So I was watching her and the husband, and I'm like, she was amazing. Like, I just got to say, she was amazing. And I'm like, there's no way. She's nobody. And so I went and looked, and I'm like, oh my God, it's Captain Garrett.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
Wow.
But this episode hit me hard. Really hard. It was filthy. It was ugly. I mean, it was gross and sick, but in all the right ways, like, I think that if I had watched this when it first aired and I was like, I don't know, I think it was 17, maybe 19, I don't know, somewhere. Math gets fuzzy when you're a teenager. I probably wouldn't have cared for this very much. I'd have been like, oh, it's just some, it's the Christian faith thing versus the court where they don't do medicine, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Right. As a parent and someone who has lost people really close to me, and frankly, and some people may think this is ridiculous, but like, I had to put one of my dogs down that I loved with all of my heart. And in the scene where they're like cradling Sean and they're accepting, like, we're going to leave you to die. And Captain Garrett is just the way that she's crying, but keeping her cool.
Right.
That was me when I had to sign the piece of purple paper that let them put my dog down. And that was this really hit hard for me.
I have to say, since becoming a parent myself 10 years ago, I watch movies, I watch television, I understand everything different. Like, I think that's right. I think it's natural. I think that's just how it works. Watching this episode, not having kids, I just don't imagine could hit anywhere near the same as it does having kids. And I think there can be people all along the spectrum of those two things, depending on whatever their personal situation is. I found this episode poignant, a cannon shot to the heart, relevant to today, incredibly well acted. I mean, you talk about the mom, but I also think about the dad. Like, when they got to that scene where they completely rejected their shell of a son. I mean, it was visceral.
Yeah.
Visceral. Overall, this is not an episode I want to come back and watch very often. But as of right now, this is an episode that I'm going to have a lot of respect for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm not going to come watch. This is not a feel good episode. This is not Trouble with Tribbles at all. This is it's a hard hitting episode.